why is it Monster Hunter Wilds flopping like Dragon Age the Veilguard? Huh, Grae, I wonder why.
Yeah. And what's his name? Andrew King? Is that Andrew?
Andrew King.
And are you saying that you want it to flop? Do you really like video games if you want something to flop?
I think it's because he didn't want Dragon Age to flop. That's why.
Yeah.
That
You
is
know,
crazy.
even then, like if I were Andrew King, what I would have framed this title. Why didn't Dragon Age the Veilguard succeed like Monster Hunter? If I really loved video games, that's what I would have framed it. If I was a Wookiee in video games, that's how I would. Not like why didn't this successful game flop? That just sounds so incredibly cynical, and like it just tells me that you hate your job. You hate to be in the industry that you are in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, now I can tell you one main reason. Because Dragon Age the Veilguard is woke and it's forced in your face woke. It's not just like, is it? Oh, it's just a little bit. No, it's like unskippable dialogue, pulling a Barve. I'm non-binary now. It's like that's all in your face. And then the part like you are like you're playing the MC, right? And you decide what you want to pick. It's like, what happens if you apologize? Like, oh, apology doesn't work. You know, sometimes you mean it. It's like, bro, you're going in like way into the weeds. You don't get to skip that shit, man. Nobody cares about that. So let's see why he thinks Monster Hunter Wilds is the latest entry in the long-running RPG series. It's the most approachable entry in the franchise, yet it may have lost some of its identity in the process, sanding down some of its more unique features, but developers made the sacrifice in hopes of reaching a bigger audience. Where have I heard this one before? Oh, right. Dragon Age the Veilguard is the latest entry in a long-running RPG series. It's the most approachable entry in the franchise, yet it may have lost some of its identity in the process down the features, but developers have to make some sacrifices. But how did it fail? Because it's fucking stupid. All right, because it's fucking dumb. All right, so Grae, go ahead and read this right over here while I pull something up.
Oh, the paragraph.
Yeah,
Approachability for me, but not for thee. Monster Hunter Wilds has been a huge hit, shifting 8 million copies in its first 3 days, making it the fastest selling game in Capcom history, beating the previous 3-day record set by Monster Hunter World's 5 million copy start. As I write this, Wilds is still the #1 seller on Steam, and will likely be sticking around the top 10 for quite a while. Though we don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, it's safe to say that the gambit worked. Capcom went after the audience that had been scared off by previous games' unfriendly reputation and reeled them in, hook, line, and sinker, with a streamlined on-ramp, easier fights, and a greater emphasis on story and characters. Okay, I don't really. I heard people say the story's kind of shitty.
For Monster Hunter, it's like you're not there for the story, to be honest. Like you're there to hunt monsters, right?
Yeah,
you're there. Like if the story is great, then that's awesome, right? But if the story is not great, as long as the gameplay is good, that's all that matters. But the thing is that Dragon Age, the Veilguard, it's about story. There's a lot of dialogue that happens, right? There's a lot of like long dialogues. And let's go and watch this scene right over here. One of many scenes why this game failed.
Pounding that snake's nose. She's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties. I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
what are you doing?
Pulling a Barve.
Oh, okay. A Barve?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune from one of our old members, Barve. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot.
There is nothing like this in Monster Hunter Wilds. Nothing.
Yeah.
This game is dead. No one's playing this game. This game is basically sort of quote unquote free on PlayStation Plus right now.
I was gonna say that's the numbers I want. How many people downloaded the damn thing? PS Plus. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and continue watching this cringe scene.
Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barve. Oh, there we go.
I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Tarsh's back.
Oh, Tarsh isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours.
Huh.
Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants.
Yeah,
And
that's
out
also a
of them
low-key
too.
validation.
Yeah.
That's also like a low-key, oh, this trans character is more attractive than an actual female. That's such a Corinne Bush, you know, what she actually, she, I don't know, actually thinks behind the scenes.
Any reason you can't just apologize?
Sometimes people say, oops, sorry, and hope
The
that
dialogue is
fixes it.
super sanitized for Dragon Age and Avowed. You can't really say really nasty stuff like in the prior games or do really evil stuff. That's another thing I had an issue with Avowed. Like it's really boring, really sanitized, and yeah, I wrote everything. I'd actually there were some bad things I didn't write in my written review that I forgot to write. I just couldn't be bothered to write it anymore. But yeah,
Yep.
shitty DEI games, they need to go away.
But they just want
Let's
to get
finish
the whole
this.
thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a Barve, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them. Oh, you know, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so bad about it that it's on everyone else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
And it's funny is because like this is like poking fun at the average regular people.
Yeah.
And basically this game wants like they really, really wanted to pull a Barve to be like a normal thing that people do in real life, which is fucking retarded. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, okay. Yes, some people might do that.
Pulling a Barve puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
Yep, there it is. Now, I do have something that I want to pull up. Right over here. Right over here. This is the top 100 for the last 7 days, games played and sessions, how many players, hours, and stuff like that on PS5.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is accurate, but
Okay,
this is
can
the
you-
this is the this
Yeah,
is the thing
it's
I
hard.
found.
It's pretty hard to read. Could you
Okay.
zoom in a little?
Yeah, let me zoom in. And plus, it's like super bright and white, right? So right over here, Monster Hunter Wilds, of course, is number 1. This is the past 7 days.
Mhm.
Okay. And I believe Monster Hunter, not Monster, Dragon Age, the Veilguard has been on PlayStation Plus for, I think, for maybe a couple of days now. So if it's that good, it should be on the top 10, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me go look for it. Right. So top 10 are Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, Roblox.
Am I correct? Veilguard is available on the most basic PSN plan.
I believe so.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna continue going down. Where is it? Let me see. I think I missed it.
Persona 3 is even higher.
There it is. 27.
Okay, you missed it. Okay.
27. And this game is for free.
Yeah. A lot of those on top are free. Helldivers 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, Elden Ring. You gotta pay for those, man. Absolutely. God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah. And then let's go ahead and look at the last 24 hours. Last 24 hours. It's not even on top 10. Dragon Age the Veilguard comes in at 15. That's pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
That's wild. Of course, Monster Hunter Wilds, Fortnite, Marvel Rivals. That's if Roblox, that many people play Roblox, that's crazy. But yeah, holy shit, man. Yeah, this game is not doing good. And like we talked about this numerous times before, why this game failed. And they don't want to accept the fact that they failed because their ego is so high. They're like, oh, this game is going to be really good. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not entirely on them either. It's also the upper management for one allowing this kind of stuff to happen in the game. And yeah, Andrew was also saying it's because it didn't have live servers in it. It just shows how out of touch these higher ups are. And yeah, to them it's all just in the boardroom, spreadsheets, and they don't really like video games per se. They're just in it for like the money.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.